Hi, and welcome to my explanation of dilations and scale factor. Some words you should understand is enlargement, the bigger an image gets, as well reduction, which is the smaller an image gets. This is useful for figuring out the measurements of the image's size that is altered. Why you would multiply when enlarging and reduction is because the scale factor is a multiplier for the size and the distance of the image, where it scales proportionally. So now I'll be walking you guys through some questions so you guys can understand how to apply this to a graph. So we start off with the question. Triangle RST with vertices R -5, 1, and S -3, 3, and T 2, -1 with a scale factor of 2. Let's start off by placing the points for the first one, which is -5, 1. The next point we'll be placing is S for -3, 3. The next point we'll be doing is 2, -1. I hope you can tell is now we're trying to actually forming an image of a triangle, or specifically an isosceles triangle. Now, what we'll be doing next is adding the scale factor, multiplying it with the plots we already have. So we'll take 2 and times this by all of the points. Now, for the first one, we can do 2 times -5, which is -10. Sorry, terrible 0. And 2 times 1, which is 2. Now we can call this new point R prime, which is our newer dilated plot. Next is S prime, which is 2 times -3, which is -6, and 2 times 3, which is 6, 7. So now we have our S prime plot number, our new dilated plot. Next we can do T prime, which is 4, and -2. Now we can place our new points. For our first one, we have -10, which is just 5 more of this. -6. And 4, -2. Now, as you can see, our image got bigger, by which our scale factor being 2. A thing you should know is if the number is lower than 1, then that can be a great indicator that the image is getting smaller, not bigger. Since we know this is more than 1, we know it's going to be bigger than the previous image, which is this one. Now we know that anything lower than 1 can identify as the image getting smaller. Next, we'll be plotting the points. For J, we have -10, 2. Our next point is K, -2, 8. Our next point is 6, 2, which is my height. Our next point is -2, 4. After we have placed the points, you can see that now our image looks like a square, or actually a rhombus. Now, we'll be adding our scale factor to the points we have. So for J, we can make that J prime since we're going to be having a new dilated point. So essentially for 1/2, we can just tell that that would just be 2 divided by all of these, since half of something is the same thing as saying divided by 2. So -10 divided by 2 is just -5. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and that's our first plot. For K prime, we have -2 divided by 2, so that would be -1. 8 divided by 2, which is 4. Next one we have L prime, which is 6 divided by 2, which is 3. 2 divided by 2, which is 1. Our next point is N prime. -2 divided by 2, which is -1. -4 divided by 2 is -2. Okay, now that we have our new points, we can now place them in. As you can see, our image got smaller, by our scale factor being 1/2. Now we know how to enlarge and reduction of an image.